Good morning, trading world. It is February 9th, 2023, and this is my pre-market outlook and technical analysis for day trading the markets. The title of today's outlook, Tricky Price Action Gets Trickier, and is a huge squeeze coming. We've been in a growing sideways range for quite some time now. Even as I expand this 10-day, 30-minute chart out, you can see we have been sideways pretty much all week. And each one of these represents a day, 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, 5 days, all in this sideways range. And if you expand the range in the chart and go back, it's still even further, as we've been pretty much sideways for quite some time. Now, if you go back to pre-market outlooks done at the end of January, beginning of February, I said that we would be sideways until possibly the end of February or the beginning of March. It is evident that a big squeeze is building, however. Due to consolidation at larger time frames, it may seem as if we get a squeeze in both directions. Don't be surprised if we get a good size drop down before exploding up in Friday's price action. The market is still very much irrational because of order flow left hanging a week ago or so. The other thing that should concern you and point to a gamma explosion on Friday is that all the price action we have had this week has taken us nowhere. We are still within a couple points from where we started the week. At this point, it wouldn't surprise me if we get that open gap down on Friday, consolidate, then take off like a rocket up. Let's get to the key levels for today. And here we are with the key levels of the day. Starting on the support side, we have our jack support at 413 to the 412 area. Queen support 411 to the 409 area, and then king support 408 to the 401 area. On the resistance side, we have our jack resistance at 415 to the 416 area. Our queen resistance 417 to the 418 area. And then king resistance 419 to the 421 area. The main thesis for the day is bullish, closing above the 410.65 with a projected target high of between 410 and 418. The alternate thesis is bearish, closing below the 410.65 with a projected target low of between 410 and 406. The main channel we are in is from 397 up to 416. The main channel above that is 416 to 425. Yesterday, market strength in Breda started low and popped higher off the open and stayed in a shrinking range the rest of the day. I expect a gap up and fade in strength today. We do have dissonance between the technical side, which is bearish, and the quant side, which is bullish. This brings us to the scenarios of the day. All right. The first and most probable scenario is going to be our standard range day structure. We could have an initial push back up to resistance before chopping back lower towards support and back up to a lower resistance and then back lower on the day. And that is our standard range day structure. Alright, our second scenario could be our trend day up. An important note about today's trend day is that most of the action could have been done overnight, so it's very possible that we may not go much higher on this trend day. But on our trend day type structure, we open gap up, start with the push back toward the previous close represented by the blue line, then reverse and begin the uptrend for the day. We usually find midday chop around either the possible queen or king resistance area, but again, remember, I don't see us going too much higher than what we've done in the overnight session. So that is our trend day up, or rather muted trend day up day type structure. Last but not least is our rounded reversal day type structure. We could get a continued push lower towards the jack or queen support area, more so that queen support area, and pretty much find our midday chop around that area as well. And with that rounded reversal day type structure, we usually start the second half of the trading day with a push back up with the same amount of energy or force that we came down with in the beginning of the day. So this is our rounded reversal day type structure. It's pretty much, or what I just have the feel of, kind of a muted day for some reason, like nothing too out of the ordinary, but the market is irrational and we could get surprised. But just today just has this muted feel to me for some reason. As always, your most important job as a trader is to protect the capital that you already have. We do this by knowing and understanding the risk that we have on in each position that we take, and we manage that risk in accordance to our account size. I hope this helps. You've heard of the dog days of summer. Right now it kind of feels to me like the dog days of trade. Just, you know, it just has this feel to it. But you'll get through it, and actually it's been great on the future side of trade for me. So don't get bored out of your process. That's the main thing. Don't let the boredom take you into doing something outside your process. With that, I hope this helps. Wishing you a positive trading day. Let's go out and make it a great one.